right, stream is back up, so sorry for the delay, but we are able to get back into stream, so thank you for your patience and bearing with us, but we are set up and ready to go. We're going to get the rest of Spring Hill in. Hey, hey, have them tell them to move me to Codcast. I can't, it's just forcing me into party chat, which I'm assuming he sees me, but I'm not positive. Okay. Yeah, it is Coffeyville. All right. Sorry about the, again, more confusion, but we are getting squared away and ready. I'm making sure we have both teams in and ready to go. And it appears we are ready to go. So a little bit of delay to the stream. Unfortunate, we had some patching issues, and fortunately, Coffeyville was generous. They actually have a team playing in their open league, so they were nice enough to stall a little bit so that they could finish up their match with the open league, as well as give us time to patch. So it really worked out for both parties. So super stoked about that. Appreciate Coffeyville for being accommodating there. So Coffeyville coming in, having a kind of a slow start to their season. Spring Hill coming in at 2-2. Coffeyville, I believe, is set at 1-4. Trunks grabbing first blood, dropping random early, but looks like it's going to be Coffeyville on point first. And a good drop there. That's going to be Spring Hill finally getting onto the point. 3 onto the point right now, stacking those. So Spring Hill definitely needing to spread out. See, Newell was able to spot a few. Chungus grabbing a kill. Spring Hill taking control. 18 to 8 now. Oh, and just firing a tad over the head there was Chungus, but Random X back on the point, able to keep this stacked for Spring Hill. Now at a 32-8 lead. Random, the only one on the point. The rest of the Badgers go ahead and rotating over already to point. The next hard point, it is capped and ready to go. Random does drop on the point, which is fine. He should respawn nearby, and he does. Cody's still on point, holding strong. Meanwhile, going through center there. Random on near basketball court. Cody with a 5K. Nearly with artillery. Unfortunately, he does drop. And Random taking out Chungus. little bit of friendly fire there, but Spring Hill up to 80-10. They are going to give a few scrap points over to Coffeyville. Looks like Coffeyville already set up here on Garage. King Alpha able to take out Cody, so they're going to go ahead and start capping points early. Random making his way. Newell there to back him up. Chungus a little bit behind in getting to the point, but surely they're going to wait for Chungus to get in position, and they're going to hard push onto this point together. Cody and Newell already on. Elite not watching his back, and that's going to be Cody taking him out. Random sitting on point with the SMG. Wow, the rest of the Badgers roam around. Chungus able to pick up that kill. Cody does drop, but still 101-31 for Spring Hill. Newell sneaking back onto the point, able to flank a Coffeyville member from behind. Elite nearly being taken out by Newell. As the new hard point is up and no members are in place. Looks like Spring Hill looking to try to take out some members of Coffeyville before they get onto the point, kind of push those respawns further out. Now they're ready. All three on point, and then a great spawn for Newell right there near the courts. About to catch some action. Newell a little confused by the dead body in the water. Does get taken out by Elite. A quick 2 kills from Cody. Drop shot too. That's going to be Chungus. Finishing capping the point. Cody with 3 kills now. The rest of the members of Spring Hill are going to be heading towards mid. Looks like Coffeyville did beat them to the punch though. So great rotations. Going giving up the rest of that point, but Spring Hill quickly hopping in with Cody grabbing another 5 kills. Great place from Newell. Caught with the grenade, with the Semtex out, quickly drops down to avoid any shots, and that's going to be Spring Hill going up 170-60, roughly. There it is. Newell back on point, getting those crosshairs in place. Spring Hill now at 174-61. New hard point is up, and Spring Hill already in position. Trunks, see, desperately trying to get here, as well as Lil Doza. So Coffeyville making the rotations, but a little late to the punch. Chungus overlooking with the AR. Oh, and the Semtex barely dodged out by Cody. Great job for Spring Hill, just getting into these positions, holding the point with the rifles overlooking the SMGs. A drop shot from Random. Take a look at the KDA. Spring Hill doing very well. 14-9, 28, 15-12, and 21-7. Cody swarmed by 2 Coffeyville members. Now Spring Hill getting close to taking this first map. Don't want to let this slip away and give Coffeyville the chance to come out. That 1 point here could have ended the game, but Coffeyville in position way ahead of time. Spring Hill surely going to be considering giving up this point, but it looks like they are going to try to contest. At least a little bit. So 10 seconds left on that point. Coffeyville staying on side to try to get as many points as it can, but you see Spring Hill already in position, holding down the zone. Cody grabs a kill there, and Spring Hill already on garage. And Coffeyville having to make the long trek over. Cody grabbing a kill on Elite. Random grabbing one, grabbing a second. 10 more points left for Spring Hill to take map 1. A random flank from behind. 248, 249, and 1 point Spring Hill College taking map number 1 over Coffeyville. So great job, Badgers. Catching him in the slide, grabbing the third, rotating back around. Spring Hill taking map 1. Now we're going to swap posts and move into map 2. And I to refresh my memory on what map 2 is going to be. That is going to be Standoff, and this will be hosted by Spring Hill. All right, thank you for sticking with us. We're just getting things swapped over for the next match. All right, so if you're just joining us, Spring Hill did take map number 1. That was Hardpoint Raid. All right, Hardpoint Raid, and we do have, very good. Coffeyville's spectator is in as well. So again, thank you so much for being with us and being patient. We had some issues with our clients, needing to get them patched up and ready to go. But again, if you're just joining us, Spring Hill did take map number 1. We're heading into map number 2. This is the Spring Hill hosted map. This will be Standoff, Search and Destroy. And we're waiting, see, make sure we got Spring Hill ready to go before I start it. Matt, y'all ready? All right. All right, here we go. Map 2. Search and destroy standoff. I don't believe... Oh, actually, I think we have had search and destroy standoff so far in our season. I could be mistaken, but either way, always an exciting one of these throwback maps. So here we are. Spring Hill defending first. Random believes he spotted somebody there. Coffeyville playing, I was going to say, playing this a little bit slow, a little too aggressive from Random. Does end up dropping. Spring Hill does have some knowledge. Simtex going out from Chungus. And that's going to be Cody, I'm sorry, Niwow dropping, so it's now left to a 2v3 in favor of Coffeyville. It's all up to Chungus and Cody now to hold on to these sites. Pressure on Coffeyville to get the bomb down and planted. That's going to be Cody dropping one. Now a 2v2. Cody hunting, taking some fire. Does end up dropping. It's all up to Chungus. Last one alive. Facing a little Doza as well. It does see him slide in. And Spring Hill does end up taking that win. Doza unfortunately slid directly into a corner. As we take a look at that play one more time. Doza had nowhere to go. Chungus with the crosshairs ready. That's going to be Spring Hill taking round 1. The first team to win 6 rounds in S&D will win the map. That's going to be Spring Hill taking map 1. And now we swap sides over to attacking Cody, taking the bomb. And it looks like he's just chilling. Maybe having issues with his controller. It looks like he is. So Spring Hill in a 3v4. So Spring Hill playing this slow, knowing we're at a disadvantage right now with one of our players having controller issues. Chungus does grab first blood. Looks like they're rushing onto the site there. Trunks, though, grabbing 2, so it's all up to Chungus, really. Cody finally does get his controller going, is trying to get the plant down. 20 seconds left to get that ready, and it's down. Bomb is planted. We are back to a 2v2. Chungus gets dropped. Cody all by himself. 1v2. Last one alive. Spotted. Coffeyville has the knowledge. Cody dipping out of vision. Does end up grabbing Elite. Waiting for Lil Doza to make the play. Does see him. Jukes gets away. Pressure on Lil Doza to get the kill and get the defuse. So Cody playing time. Doza slides in. Cody could hear the footsteps. Great round 2 for Spring Hill. Spring Hill moving up 2-0. For standoff, search, and destroy. They get to 6 in order to take the map. Swap sides. Spring Hill back on defense. Looks like they're mixing up their strategy a little bit from last round. Chungus, the only one going towards gas station this time. Niwow drops. Cody knows a Coffeyville player's near, just has no clue where he's at. Elite running in. Looks like he does spot the gun from Trunks, and that's going to be a double for Cody. Spring Hill going up 3-0. Elite running in with the trophy system, trying to get that down to help out his teammate, but unfortunately the gun was sticking out and Cody was able to spot that. So now Spring Hill flipping over to the attack side, going up 3-0. Cody with the bomb. Spring Hill, see what how they fare on attack with all 4 players playing. Doza with some great shots on the Cody. Trophy system going down. Ooh, Niwow not able to make those shots connect. Random drawing Elite out with the Simtex. Chungus drops, takes one with him. Spring Hill now 2v1. It's going to be Trunks on the hunt. Spring Hill looking for Trunks. He is spotted, does take out one. Spring Hill now in a 1v1. 30 seconds left. Random does get over to get the bomb. Let's see if he gets the plant down. Looks like he is committing there. Not sure where Trunks is, so now it's pressure is on Trunks. He does spot him, random drops behind the trunk, trying to just buy as much time as he can, still taking shots, ends up getting picked off through the truck. It looks like there is going to be enough time for Coffeyville to defuse this. So great job for Trunks at Coffeyville, holding off Spring Hill, preventing the shutout. Bringing this map score for 3-1. And we have the Simtex drawing out the Coffeyville player, randomly able to grab that kill. Now swapping sides, Spring Hill back on defense. Change of game plan here for Niwow. This is the first time we've seen him up on the second floor. Random in his usual spot, going in watching the house. Cody does get first blood. Niwow does drop though. Random seeing the gun, poking out there, tries to end up grabbing Elite, but he's gonna drop now. A 2v2 for Spring Hill. Cody rushing into the house. Chungus staying on the outside. Throws the Simtex up, flushes Elite down, and Cody's gonna pincer him. And Chungus grabbing the final kill, bringing Spring Hill's scoreline up to 4-1. Glad to see Herds in the chat. Yeah, it was a throwback map. So we really like these. It definitely brings a lot of reminiscing and a lot of familiarity as well. So really cool to see Standoff back in rotation. Cody with the bomb. No controller disconnects this time. Niwow over by gas station does take some Simtex hits. King Alpha drops to Chungus. Already on second floor of the house. Random. Waiting for any pushes coming through. Cody does drop. Niwow drops. It's now a 2v3 in favor of Coffeyville. A little bit of the character model was seen there. Chungus does double back, grabs the bomb. Coffeyville setting up a man advantage for defense. Random spots Elite in the window, does drop him. I'm sorry, that was Chungus catching Elite in the window. Spring Hill, no knowledge of where Coffeyville is. Gets the bomb down, and now trying to roam around, get some vision, find out where everybody's at. Random drops. Chungus flanking around Trunks, does grab him. One more left. Chungus versus Doza. does get the plant down before the timer expires, so we're going to extend the time on this map a little bit. Pressure now on Doza. Spring Hill can play for time, try to catch the defuse. Looks like Chungus did spot Doza there. Barely peeks over the bomb and gets the headshot, and that's going to be Chungus taking their 5th round. Spring Hill, map point. Just needs one more round to clutch map 2 and standoff. And then we move to control. Aggressive push from Random. Doza spots him, but Random does get the first shots off. God, nearly takes out Elite. Chungus does drop, though. Spring Hill, a lot of knowledge of where the Coffeyville players are. So trying to swarm, get in position. It's Coffeyville's move. They've got to get the bomb planted if they're not going to kill everybody. They do end up taking out Newell, so that's going to be Random and Cody by themselves. Random does take one, so a 2v2. Again, 28 seconds. Pressure on Coffeyville. Cody rushing in first. Spots Elite. And then drops to Elite. Random seeing both now in a great flank position by the truck. Drops the Semtex, gonna flush him out. And the Semtex gonna get the kill as well. That's Spring Hill taking round 6 and taking the map. We are heading to map 3, Spring Hill, with a 2-0 map lead. Now we're heading into Coffeyville's host. Alright, so now we're switching over. Coffeyville will be hosting map 3. We'll try to remind everybody of what map 3 is going to be. Let's double check that. Map 3 is going to be Garrison Control. All right. Just waiting to get Chungus in here, and we should be ready to go. We are solid. Spring Hill on their way to a 3-0 sweep of Coffeyville. Coffeyville, pressure is on needing to win the next 3 maps in a row. Definitely needing to win this map in order to push the series further. Spring Hill looking to clutch it and close it out here. It should be their... I can't do it. It's them. It's their host. Alright, so make sure we're getting the right, the right game mode here. Alright, sorry. There we go. Now we have CDO control is set up. We are set up for Garrison. And here we go. Map 3. Spring Hill versus Coffeyville. Spring Hill, remind everybody, sitting at a 2-2 record. Coffeyville sitting, I believe, 1-4 is what the standings show. 1-4. I'm not sure where their 5th game has come from. It's possible they're already calculating their bye week in. But either way, we're in game. We are ready to go. Chungus on defense for point A. Not able to grab the shot. Onto a lead. Random does grab first blood. Oh, caught in the reload. Cody able to finish out. Okay, so Coffeyville coming in strong on control. Already over a third of the way as we swap over to Random, who I couldn't tell if that was his Simtex or not. A sliding shot for King Alpha, ends up grabbing 2. Very impressive. So point B secured by Coffeyville. Cody on point for A. Reminder that team needs to capture both points in order to win the round. So that second point is difficult to capture because all of the opposing team's members will be there. Trunks end up being spotted by Chungus, who's sitting back with the Krig, able to catch Coffeyville in rotation. So this could be a solid play here from Spring Hill, not overcommitting and pushing too much over on that B site, and then falling back to A, knowing that it's much more difficult for it to be taken. So great defensive positions from Spring Hill. Seeing Random watching mid, nearly flashed himself, gets taken out from the bridge. Newell, the only one, seemed to be on point. I'm sorry, Cody is on point as well. Both of them there. Newell drops, Cody drops, and that's going to be Coffeyville starting to cap point A. So we need to bring in Random and Chungus. Chungus far away from the point, still trying to get flanks in. But Coffeyville close to grabbing point A. Spring Hill not able to get to the point, and that's going to be Coffeyville taking round 1. Spring Hill now on the attacking side, see if they can even up the score. Trunks dropping to Newell, grabbing first blood. Was capping point B, leaves the point. Cody on, now capping. Meanwhile there as well. Chungus trying to get in position to overlook his teammates. Trying to keep eyes on anybody that could be flanking it. Catches Doza on the bridge. Random now in position. Still 2 members of Spring Hill on the point. Looks like B is going to be captured pretty quickly. An additional 90 seconds out on. So we're up to 2 minutes now remaining for Spring Hill to capture point B. A couple of Coffeyville members caught in transition. Trunks does drop to Cody. Good trade 1-for-1 there. And now Cody making the rotations through, trying to catch Coffeyville, rotating back over to this next control point. But he's going to be swarmed. Chungus on point, capping. Contested from Coffeyville. Random swarm, but able to trade 1-for-1. 90 seconds for Spring Hill to capture point B, tie the map. Doza, a great position there. And Spring Hill, 70 seconds remaining to try to make a move on point A. Very difficult to take the second control point, with there being only one location for the enemy team to try to capture. Oh, a great overlook for Elite, covering his teammate with some crossfire. Alpha drops Niwao on the flank. Unfortunately, Niwao taking shots at the feet. That's not going to do it. Cody and Chungus both on point, getting the trophy system down. Getting up to 33% now. Coffeyville, unfortunate spawns there. They're actually a pretty decent ways away from the point. Artillery does come in to help clean it out. Chungus back on point to cap it, but now it's being contested. Chungus grabbing 2. I was at random helping him out. Niwao back on the point. Spring Hill nearly has it capped. Elite sneaking onto the point. He's flushed off, but stays nearby. Now it's contested. Tense moments. Now 3 members, all 4 members of Coffeyville on the point. No respawns remaining for Coffeyville. They have 2 members left, and they're gonna be swarmed. Spring Hill taking round 2, tying it up 1-1. Pretty anticlimactic. Best play there at the end. Spring Hill back on defense. They were unsuccessful at holding Coffeyville off on their attack previously. Caught in the vents, random. That's going to be first blood going over. It looks like Cody's controller possibly disconnected again. Coffeyville capping point B. Spring Hill in a 3v4. Had controller problems last week. You knew you had controller problems last week, and we tried to use the same controller instead of our backups. Not really sure why that decision was made. It's right there on top of the other. Cody is back in the game, swapping over to an Xbox controller. Definitely things we need to get figured out before we get into a match. Random on a long flank, but Coffeyville already up past a third of the way. Now being contested just shy, and they do get 2/3 of the way. Cody trying to get to Spring Hill with an uphill battle here, but they're trying to even out those lives. 19 to 17 remaining. Trophy system down. 2 Badgers on point, 3 Badgers on point, random, covering the flank. Random not spotting anybody. They're not calling him over yet. Surely they will now. Does end up grabbing one. Gets caught in the reload. Coffeyville nearly taking point A. Spring Hill rushing on site. Trophy system still in place. That's going to help out. Cody, great gunplay there. Not revealing too much of his buy. Not swinging too wide. Able to grab one. Now Badgers get 2 back on the point. Chungus making his way there. Niwow still on site. 85 seconds. 11 to 11. The lives are even. Just as I say that, another drop from Coffeyville. 2. Cody covering the flanks now. Switches over to the pistol. Ends up grabbing the kill. Niwow still sitting on point. Now going to back off, maybe catch Coffeyville before they get in position. Cody does drop. 6 to 10. Niwow taking shots. Chungus drops 9 to 4. 38 seconds left. All pressure on Coffeyville. Spring Hill in a great position, holding their angles. Random drops. Niwow still on site. 8 to 2. 2 lives left for Coffeyville. 1 life. Doza is the last one, and he's running. That's going to be Spring Hill taking round 2. 1 more round for Spring Hill, and that's going to be the series. Gonna see the swap to the pistol here. Nasty. Spring Hill back on attack. Pressure on Coffeyville. They need this round to push this map further. Niwow spotting there, but then ends up getting traded. Chungus on point, already starting to capture point B, drops a trophy system. Random pushing forward, able to catch one in transition. Elite shot from behind. Now Random on point A. He does get dropped. Chungus still on B, a third of the way there. Drops away to be able to cover the bridge. Niwow picking up the capture on the point, but only gets halfway through the second cap. Coffeyville holding on to B. I believe in all the previous rounds of this map, B was the first to go, and it dropped early in every round. King Alpha sliding into position, grabbing Cody. Niwow on point. Random trying to join, Chungus covering the flank, now 2 on point. Trying to get eyes on where these CCC players are to stop the contest. Chungus on point, still being contested. Now the point's being captured after the pickup from Cody. Point B secured for Spring Hill. Now 1 minute, 45 seconds. If they capture point A here, that's going to be Spring Hill taking the series. Chungus with a 5-kill killing spree. Random in a good position here, catching Coffeyville on their way in. But Spring Hill not taking the point. They can play lives 19-13. Random still sitting in this position. Hearing some footsteps, trying to pre-fire to catch Doza out. Ends up swinging to catch him. Here's the slide from Alpha, and Alpha's just faster. Oh, the Simtex stick onto Chungus. 15-12. Coffeyville holding on, actually evening out the lives nearly. 40 seconds left for Spring Hill. Could be playing lives. Hearing the steps, Doza getting the shot off first. 14-12, 13-11, 27 seconds. King Alpha on a killing spree. Niwa goes to jump on the point. 11-11, lives tied up. 20 seconds left for Spring Hill to try to take point A. 15. Random caught climbing, but does get the first shots off. Niwa on site, Chungus on site. 10-8 on lives. 10-7. Spring Hill capping. Only 11 seconds left. If Coffeyville can get them off the point, there's really not going to be a lot of time for Spring Hill to make a move. 3 on point now. No lives remain for CCC, and that's going to be Spring Hill taking map number 3, taking the series 3-0. King Alpha with the play. So congratulations, Spring Hill, moving up to 3-2 as their current record in NACE Fall 2021. So great job, Spring Hill. I want to thank you all for being here with us. We're a little bit of a delayed start to the stream because of issues with patching and everything. And you know, when the lights are out here, it's Call of Duty playing. So again, thank you so much for being here. That's going to do it for us. Spring Hill taking the series 3-0. GG to Coffeyville. Thank you so much for your patience. You know, and you know, getting your other players out of their match so they could tune in and support, and getting your stream ready so you could stream the whole thing for your side and we could stream as well. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Catch you guys next week.